Hello friends, it is Ann with Whimsically Knotted coming to you on what is today? Today is Monday. Whew, I lost track of time. I didn't know what it was, what day it was. How's everybody being? I'm trying to find us on my iPad. Give me just a second. See where we are at on here. There we are. I want to know the weather report. How hot is it in your neck of the woods? Okay, why did that not work? My iPad is playing tricks on me. There we go. What is the temperature? Ours is, I don't know, mid-90s, but it feels like 100 and something. And tomorrow it's going to be 99, 100, depending which weather station you follow. Too hot, absolutely. So first of all, I pray that all of you will stay safe. It is too hot to be outside doing anything. If you have to go outside, make sure you've got a hat, protection, water. Do not be out there long. It is just way too hot. There's no breeze blowing around here, and I want to make sure you guys are safe. We are going to be working on the other side of this 12 by 12, and before I show you what we're doing, I've got something on here that I got to fix. I kept looking at him like something just doesn't, oh man. I got paint on here. Well, I've got to fix that too. I don't know how paint got on there, but it did. Maybe for my hand. I've got something on here I gotta fix. My tree line right here, right at the water line, those trees will reflect into the water, so I have to change that. And now I'm gonna have to fix that. How on earth did I get paint on my hands and on my piece? Matter of fact, I'm going to do this. I am just taking a Clorox wipe and real gently I am removing the cream color that is on here that somehow or another I got on here from painting the inside of this board. Not sure how that happened, but it did. And see, just like that, it is gone. Let me wipe my hands while I have the rag out. And then I'll show you what I did already. So I am going to fix that. I am going to put that water line down. I am not going to, I'm a little, leave a little bit right here because you won't be able to see the letter if I do. But I have painted the inside of this board in the Ethereal Mist from Country Chic. So all we have to do now is dry that. And where I made a mess on the inside, I used that Clorox wipe, that same one, and wiped it back. So I did not tape it off or anything. All right, now, hey Jeannie. How hot is it in Colorado, my friends? We are going to be using the Stencil of the Month add-on for June. That is this one. And let me move my bottle over so I'm not going to over add again. And we will be using the dragonflies that Miss Tammy created for us. Dragonfly Dreams. that's what we are going to be working on. I see a spot right here where I need a little bit more paint. I've still got a little bit on my brush. So I am just going to add that to here. I'm going to add just a smidge more. That's all I need. When I wiped it, I might have gotten a little bit too far over. So we're just going to add a little bit more. Then we're going to sand it back a little bit. Put that brush in my wet wipe over here. Goodness, things are just not working out today. What's up? What's up with that? 99, oh my gosh. That's going to be down to 80. Whew. It's in the mid-70s, low to mid-70s overnight. And for the next few days, it's going to be in the upper 90s to 100. So it is going to be hot. I told my husband he better not be outside because it is just too hot. I'm going to use my 80 grit sanding paper. And I got my camera backwards again, which is weird. I'll just put more paint on there now. Okay. This board came from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just trying to I like sanding the edges as well. While we have it, might as well, right? This wood is a little bit rough. Make sure you got it laying the right way whenever you stencil. I don't know, every time I look down it seems like there is, I think it's just a shadow. I don't know. And now you're going to be like, oh my gosh, you didn't. I cut the stencil apart into pieces. That way I can use it easier on where I need it. And I normally try to leave one original side. So like this is an original side. Everything else has been cut. And this is going in the top right here. Then our directional arrows is going to go underneath. And the same with that one. This is the original edge right here. I cut everything else. Now I think I might have... Yeah, everything else is cut. And I always cut with a ruler, and I use my rotary cutter. I use just a regular rotary cutter, and I use my ruler, and I lay it down, and that's how I cut mine. I am going to use this, I think this, how can I remember the name of this paint? I didn't write it down. This is, I was going to say Neverland, but it's not. I think it's Leatherbound. Leatherbound. This one is Leatherbound. What is the name of this paint? Also from Country Chic. And I poured out way too much paint. I'm not sure why I thought I might need this much paint. Crazy me. Oh, that's 3/4. I want a 5/8. It's a 3/4. Every brush I'm picking up is a 3/4. I'm going to use my 5/8, my favorite brush. I know they're out of stock right now, but You can always put yourself on the wait list that you want to know when this is back in stock. And today is the first day that you can order the new Everyday Home stencil set. If you order the bundle, you will get a discount, but you can also order the individuals. I think it goes until the end of the week. I cannot remember how much they are discounted. Use a dry brush. I am going to do the word wonder in a different color. So let me get my little Becca board, and that way I will not mess this up. I don't have much room up here because I cut that to make it fit. So I am going to have to be careful up there. But you can also put your little Becca board up here like this. I need another one for the other side because I don't want to mess up the side. So you can just stick these in here. I didn't tape it, ladies. I forgot to tape it down. I'm getting ahead of myself. Hello, Miss Cindy. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, Bonnie. How is everybody doing this evening? Miss Cindy, how are you? Bonnie, Kimberly? Are you guys as hot as we are? I think everybody is hot. All right, let me do this again. Instead of taping, I am just going to put my Rebecca boards in here. And I can do that all the way around. And again, I am going to put a different color on the Wonder. And I thought that kind of went really well with our theme on the other side, because I'm thinking not all who wonder are lost. I can only imagine. Hello, Janice. We're at the lake, so sometimes we wander to the lakeside because we just like it there. That's what I was thinking. We're wandering until we find a spot that we like. I'll put my Becca board on here so I can get that W. Put that back in here. So we are just wandering because we love it at the lake. So we wander to the lake. I'm going to dry it and put another coat on here in just a moment. I still got lots of paint in this brush. So who in here has cut their stencils? Are you scared to? Have you tried it? I can only recommend to use a ruler and cut it straight. It's just, I don't know, it just is easier when you do that because you still have straight lines. I just picked it up from an offload pile so I don't have to blot it on the paper towel because it's already pretty much offloaded. I only cut my stencils if I absolutely have to. And for this project, I wanted this to fit in here and there was no other way. So I cut it. I'm going to dry this, and then I'm going to... You never cut, you're too scared. You're a wanderer. Thanks for sprinkling. I just think it's so fun to explore things. I always want to go, like when you're going on a trip, you have a destination where you want to go, and you see a road or a sign or something that seems interesting. I just want to go. I want to go on the off-beaten path, and I don't do that because we always want to get there, and you know, my husband said, well, you don't know where this is going to go, but I just want to get off the beaten path and just see where it takes me. You know, what is over here? Maybe there's something interesting that I would like to see. And my brother and my sister-in-law, they used to do that. They would come here on vacation pretty much every year. And they seen more of the United States than I have. And they would just follow signs, especially the brown signs that have parks or, what is the other signs? The monument signs, you know, so-and-so is here, or you'll see this bridge here, or whatever it may be. They would go off the beaten path, and they have found some amazing places that way that otherwise they would not have known about. So sometimes it's great to have a destination, but sometimes I just think it'd be fun to just try something new. And talking about vacations, do you guys pretty much go to the same place every year? Do you have a favorite spot that you go to, or do you pick a different place? We pretty much pick a different place. There's sometimes, depending on money, whether we can go twice or just once a year, we go and go to the same area, maybe not the same place necessary. But like my daughter-in-law and my son, they would go to the Outer Banks, to Buxton. And they have been there several times. So we have gone a couple of times with them and vacationed there together. But most of the time, we go to a different place. Most of the time, we just explore. Like this year, we've been going to the beach pretty much every year because our little one loves the beach, so we've been going to the beach. I still would like to go to the beach, but I don't think it's in the cards this year. But I wanted to do something different because she's going to go to the beach with her parents, then she's going with her mama's family. All of them are going to the beach, and I'm like, let's do something different. So we are going to Pigeon Forge, to Dollywood. She's able to ride several rides there for her height. So I thought that would be so much fun. And this is the funniest story. In my car, I've got, like, you one of those that picks up brochures and holds onto brochures forever in hopes that you might go there again, or that you might want to share that with somebody. So I had this brochure from the pirate show in my car that we had gone to years and years and years ago. I don't even know how long that's been in there. I know it's been in there since before Bristol was born. And she loves that brochure. every time she gets in there, where's my pirates? So I gotta get it out for her, and she looks at her pirates. So when we go in September to Pigeon Forge, we're gonna be able to go to the pirate show. It's a dinner theater, and she's just gonna be so excited to be able to see that. And I know I just seen on the camera, it looks like this is longer. This is a square. This is not oblong. Turning this camera around is not viewer friendly. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, I love the Outer Banks. The pirate show is so much fun. Hey, Sherry. Take the back roads, exactly. I like going off the beaten path and see things that you might not see otherwise. So, the middle I am going to use Victorian blue. And this is Deco Art. So, I'm excited. We have not told her. I just want to see what she does when she sees, because we've been there already, so we know when we go in, you have that front room where you're waiting to go in, and they got the gift shop and all the things. And there's actually pirates walking around, girls and boys, and she is just gonna love it, and I am so excited for it. So, yes, it's not the beach, but, you know, it is something different, and she'll love it. I'm gonna get another 5/8 brush. Like I said, these are my favorites. So I am excited for it, but yes, I love going off the beaten path. But if I find a place that I really like, I would love to go back to it. And a lot of times we book places through VRBO, and we have found some amazing ones that there were some very wonderful people that renting their houses out. And I've had nothing but good luck with those. But we do a family vacation every year. And I look forward to it. My mother-in-law goes with us every year if she is able to. If one year she was sick, she had, I can't remember if she had COVID or it was just the flu, but she couldn't go with us. So it's always fun, it's always an adventure, and that's what this reminded me of. Not all who are lost, not all who wander are lost. And the other thing, we are never lost. The Lord got us in His hand. We are never, ever lost. He knows exactly where we are at. We might wander away from the Lord, but He doesn't leave us. He is always there taking care of us, loving us and holding on to us and making sure that we have safe travels wherever we go. And I pray for every trip. I pray that we will get there safe, that we will get back safe, and that we will be safe while we are there traveling around, going to different places. I am a firm believer in prayer, and I always pray to make sure that we get there safe. And not just safe as far as accidents, but also mechanical difficulties, car malfunctions, whatever the case may be. I pray for all of that. Do you guys pray for things like that? I had bleeding right here because I had shifted the stencil. So I will have to fix that. I'm gonna not mess with that right now, most likely, but let me see. Sometimes you can scrape it off. Sometimes you can just use a wet wipe, depending on where it is. And sometimes, depends on what board it is, it soaks up the paint and it just pushes the paint out. And I can come back in here with my cream color and fix all those edges up. And I'm just using my little pokey tool. That's what I call that technical term, pokey tool. Do you just love our technical terms? But yeah, this happened because I shifted the stencil over by accident. I'm most likely not going to use the wipe in here because I'm afraid I'm going to wipe off the letter itself. So I'll just come in here with that same light color. And fix it. And this is all because I shifted the stencil by accident. It's not too bad, but I am going to get just a little bit of white paint and put that in there. Alrighty then. Now we're going to get our directional sign. And I'll cut that on the bottom. I am not going to measure, but what I am going to do is I want to put these two in here. So I am going to lay it down to see if I need to move it over. So that kind of tells me that I can. My L is the middle right here. And my N, it really could move over. But I think I am going to leave it like that. I think that looks good right here. Because my N is almost in the middle. Thinking the L is not the middle because the W is bigger than the L, so I can leave it the way it was right there. I'm doing the same thing. My letters are going to be in that blue and my arrow is going to be in the brown. So I'm going to get that blue back out. And I definitely don't want to get any paint on either side. This would be good for the dome brushes, the Essential Stencil dome brushes. or the smallest brush, which is a 1/2 inch brush. I swirl right, I swirl left to get the letters on here. Reloading my brush, tapping it off. So what is your favorite in the new collection? I know there's a couple of things that I really like. I love the faith words or inspirational words. Can't remember what they called it. There are some really good words in there, and they all have different fonts, and I like that. Then, let's see, what's my other favorite? Can't remember. My brain is not working, ladies. Tell me what your favorites are. I think the heat's getting to me. My brain ain't working. I had so many that I really liked. No, I can't think of no one. I know there's a Home Sweet Home. Oh, the patterns. I love all of the patterns. The patterns are amazing. Anytime there's an alphabet stencil or a pattern stencils, I get those. I love patterns and alphabet stencils because they are so versatile. You can use them as accent pieces. You can use them for furniture. You can use them for backgrounds. There are so many things you can use those for. The customizable one, yes. I love the transfer. Your stepdad passed away. Who said that? Sure could use some prayers. My husband, my brother. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, pancreatitis and pneumonia. You need one of those pokey tools, Dollar Tree. Where'd it go? It has a clear cap sitting on here, but it doesn't stay on. It falls off all the time, so it got lost on my desk. And then it has this part at the other end. I love my little pokey tool. I use it for a lot of strange things. Probably not what it was intended for. I'm just going all the way through. I'm thinking about staining the board, the frame. I just don't know what color I want to do yet. I was thinking about the oak. But I haven't decided. What color do you think should we do the frame? I'm not going to do it tonight. And one of the reasons why I used this blue tone, this Victorian blue, is because the dragonflies are blue. I figure we'll be getting some storms with all this weather, that hot heat. Not all who wander are lost, and there's the direction so they won't get lost. And I will clean that up, make it prettier. I'm gonna dry this. The reason why I was thinking about staining it so that it will fit with both sides really good. So what do you guys think? What color? That's what I was thinking, cause this is this color, and I was thought, since it has the gold on there and the black and the orange color, orange. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that color, that it would look pretty good with the, do this one first. Stain. I just love these. These are so pretty. And if you've never used any transfers, there's several places that you can get transfers. These were created by Tammy Mudo from Cheers to Creativity for Essential Stencil. And you just peel it off. You have the backer part, you have the clear sheet, and then you have the design sheet. If you ever need to put it back on, put it on that shiny side. Do not put it on the dull side. You can put it on the shiny side and you're good to go. Leave enough room to hold it on the clear pieces, not on the printed part, because it will come off on your hands. I know this from experience. And then you hover on where you want it to go. If you lay it down, it's down. It will stay. You cannot pick it back up. Sometimes you might be lucky, but most of the time you will not be able to pick it back up. Perfect. And see, that matches pretty good. It's not a perfect match, but it matches pretty good. I always rub it in with my finger first, and I try to get it as far down as possible so that we wouldn't have to put any ground under it. This is the new tool. I love it. It works really well. I just wish they would have a bigger one for the bigger stencils. One can hope, right? If you cannot pick it up with your hand, use a piece of tape to lift your backer sheet, your transfer sheet. And talking about Tammy, make sure you hop on over to the Essential Stencil page at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, because I'm assuming Miss Amanda is on tonight. I did not look to see. And on these they have little small grasses, so make sure that you get those transferred really well. If there is one that you didn't get transferred, just lay it back down, and like all the little legs from the dragonflies, just make sure you lay it back down. And I don't even know when this came out, so I've had it for a minute. And it still transfers just as good as the rest of them. On some of these, you can tell when it transfers, it changes color. I normally would stop and start from the other side, but I can't do that since I am on the very bottom down here. So I am just going to try to hold it the best I can, so that it will not come loose on me. And make sure everything is transferred correctly. I told you I'm a turner of projects. My transfer paper got stuck in that little indentation. Another piece right here I need to get to. It will not get in that corner really well. So we use the old tool that has that little nice piece that can get into the corner. You can also use the back of this one. I'm just stuck again under that ridge. I had one piece that did not transfer on there, so I had to lay it back down. I always make sure that it is down. And look how cute that looks. And that's the reason why I went with brown, because of the colors in the transfer. Now we're going to put this little booger in. Same thing, pull it back. If you need to put it back on, put it on the shiny side. Hold it to where it is clear. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to try to get it down as far as I can. And sometimes you can even use your fingernail to transfer things. And see, this way we don't have to put any ground under there. That one didn't go all the way down to the bottom, but I'm okay with it. I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to add anything. If I will probably add just a little bit of brown. But I think once I stain this, it's going to be fine. Oh no, I didn't realize that. So who's going to be subbing for her tonight? Is it going to be Cindy or Sharon? I hope her daughter is okay. Send up some prayers for Amanda's daughter and her hubby, and for Amanda and the rest of the family. Especially with this heat, ladies. I know I always say watch out for your neighbor and for elderly, but that goes for people with health issues, people that are pregnant, ladies that are pregnant, because you know how a pregnancy can throw your body. So we got to keep all of them in our prayers. Okay, why do you not want to stick? Yeah, thank you. Sometimes it helps if you rub from one side to another side, like if you've been going up and down, go the other way. But I like this tool really well. It just, I don't know, it just seems like it does better. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the hard edge on it. I will check comments here in just a second, ladies. I'm going to switch to this one for the corners. And talking about babies, how is little Mr. Huntley doing? And how old is he now? He is the cutest little baby. Tell you what, they grow up way too fast. It just seems like it was yesterday you were telling us that you were going to be a grandma. Hey, Sherry. I love the new tool. I am glad things improved. There we go. I think it just needs another little dragonfly, so I took another dragonfly out. So, should we put this little guy over here? Like right there? So, should we put it on the left side? No, the right side. The right side? Or should we put him on the left side right here? I think he needs to be flying up. I don't like him flying down. I want him to be flying up. I can set him like on the bottom of the W right here. Or we can add him right here. What do you think? At the end of Wonder or at the beginning of Wonder? Thank you. Do we want that little dragonfly right there? Or do we want him over here? And if you guys want to, we can add a couple of more because this comes with so many beautiful dragonflies. I just love them. She has done a fantastic job with them. Right here, that's what my thought was. I cannot do it upside down like other creators. I gotta have it right side. I do apologize for that. I'm technically challenged. I just think that if you look at the color of that dragonfly with that blue, it's just a perfect color match. And these are a little bit lighter, but they've got darker heads. So I thought that vintage blue looked good. I grabbed several blues and had them sitting out, and I thought that one was the best match. I know Miss Amanda's going to be so excited when she's going to be a grandma. I can't wait. And if any of your ladies are interested in any of the new bundle or stencils out of that bundle, there's a really pretty transfer in there. It is blue and white, and it reminds me of the Delft blue and white designs. That is really pretty. And like I said, if nothing else, get the patterns. They are so good to use on several different things. All right, ladies, do we want to add some little butterflies? Not butterflies. What are these called? Dragonflies? Or do we want to leave it like that? Okay, we got 8 minutes. We can stain this up. If I have the right stain right here. Let's see what I got. Oh, it's dark walnut. Dark walnut will work. Get my glove. And then I'll still have to fix the other side. I'll do that later. Thank you. Just like Amanda, I use the Harbor Freight sponges. I do not put them in a baggie. I just use them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, and sometimes a little bit more. And that's all I'm using them. So and if I get carried away on this side a little bit, I'm just going to wipe it down. Today is my day to make boo-boos. I think you guys needed to know how to get rid of boo-boos. This is how you stop boo-boos. Sometimes I have those days that things don't work out the way I've planned. But that's okay. It's only paint. We can fix it. It is not a big deal. I just wipe it with my wet wipe when I get done. Like I said, this is a board from the Dollar Tree. It might not be the best wood, but it still is a beautiful sign. It works. You just have to sometimes be a little bit careful with the absorption of the paint. Sometimes it just sucks it up on certain woods. So as long as you keep that in mind and you know that, it will work out just fine. Really didn't do too bad. I kind of like it. I'm just going to leave it. It just outlined it a little bit. think that's gonna look really good with this. This wood is a little bit rougher than the other side was, so keep in mind that you'll have sections where this is rougher than others parts, so you might have to go over it a couple of times. Make sure you don't have nothing on your hands, because you're going to end up transferring that onto your design, like me. If you want it darker, let it dry and then go back over it. I'll dry it a little bit and go back over it. I had intended to leave the inside clear, but I've made a boo-boo somewhere that I have to clean up. Like I said, today is my day for boo-boos. And that looks good. Let me see if I can get that cleaned up. If I cannot get it cleaned up, I am just going to use that same cream color and just paint over it. I can't do it with my glove on. I cannot work too good with gloves on. I feel like I don't have control. What I cannot get off with my wet rag, I am going to sand off. I had one more where it went over a little bit. I'm just going to sand it back. And yes, I could have taped it off. But where's the fun in that? Right? Let's dry this up real quick. Thank you, ladies. I think the walnut matched up really good. I thought I had oak, but it was dark walnut. And it's 8 o'clock and we are done. Ooh, that is cool. I'm gonna have to check that out. And then we have Not All Who Wander Are Lost with our directional signs and our dragonflies. And again, I put 3 on here. I just like it in 3s. And then we have our dragonflies on the other side, so it does work with the other sign. And I just think it looks really good. And again, I am going to put that the tree line into the water because I forgot to do that, so I am going to do that. And we have a wonderful double-sided sign. I don't think I am going to put a hanger on here. I think I'm just going to leave it to where it can lean on something, or it can even, my table, it will not sit. Well, there it goes. You can set it up like that. So I am just going to leave that. Let me draw some names real quick. Yes, please send a link. Awesome. And thank you, ladies, for the hearts, for the thumbs up, for the comments, for stars, for sprinkling out the whimsy so that other people know I cannot make a good heart. Did you guys notice my little ring finger stays like straight? I cannot make a heart. It looks good on this side, but don't look good on the other side. Technical difficulties with my finger. Oh, that's just too funny. Miss Bonnie is going in the Happy Mail bucket. Yay, Bonnie! And I will be back on Thursday. We have an appointment tomorrow. So I'll be back on Thursday. And today is my daughter's birthday. She's a June baby. She's, my mom's birthday was on the 16th and hers is on the 23rd. Miss Bonnie going into the Happy Mail bucket. I appreciate you ladies so very, very much. You guys have a blessed evening. Hop over to see who is doing a live on the Essential Stencil page tonight and enjoy them. And if there's anything that you're needing from the Essential Stencil bundle or the individual stencils, please use my code WK21. I would appreciate it. WK21. That way I can bring you some more awesomeness, craziness. And I am working on the, I don't have one laying here, of course, on the flowers, my little fabric flowers. I'm putting a kit together with some of the spools that I had found, some of those vintage spools. And I will let you know on Thursday. I will have all the details on how much they are. There will be 3 in a kit, and I will teach you how to make those flowers. You guys have a blessed evening, and I will see you on Thursday. Please stay cool and keep an eye on your friends, family, and neighbors. Bye for now.